Sean and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am a beauty business coach and my YouTube channel, BBB Beauty Business Builder, is here to help you within the beauty, hair and aesthetic industry to be seen. Gone are the days when we can rely on time for exchange services. I teach and coach entrepreneurs like you to leverage their skills, find new alternative ways to generate a revenue, and to become unstoppable and a celebrity in your field. So if you want to know more, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Click the bell, subscribe now, and check out my other videos. And I look forward to helping you and your beauty business. Bye for now. Now, a lot of people, I put a post on the other day about where people are struggling in the industry. Now, I am a life coach, but my main expertise is in the beauty industry because I can mentor as well as doing the life coaching. But I do a lot of coaching for people, you know, even if it's from divorces, bereavements, whatever it may be. So I do life coach people from all different kind of problems that they're having or obstacles that they've got in their lives, but my main expertise is in the beauty industry because that is what I've done and that is the industry that I've managed to kind of evolve and break the mold since or during COVID, you know. So that is where I find that I can offer more, you know, a lot more value, extra value should I say. A lot of people don't really know much about me. They've just seen me pop up as a coach. I wanted to kind of start from the beginning a little bit and kind of open up about my background and where I've come from and how I've got to where I am right now. So this is not hard for me, but this is obviously me telling you quite a lot and obviously getting a little bit personal as well. But I think it's important to know you know, who you're following and who you may eventually be investing in and get to really know, you know, about me. So, right, let me go way back, but I'm gonna keep the way back bit brief. So I have always been in the beauty industry. So I got in the beauty industry when I was 18. I'm 38 now, so 20 years. Well, 16 actually, but obviously qualified when I was 18. First had my beauty salon, which was great at the time. It did fail, which was, you know what, when businesses fail, it's a good thing because you learn from it and you do the next business a lot better. I was too stubborn to change and evolve, so that did break down my first business because I was too stubborn to evolve, which has obviously led me on to evolving rapidly in the business, the permanent makeup and the skin aesthetic business that I run now. So fast forward many years, I then did the permanent makeup and skin aesthetics, which I absolutely loved. And I did that around raising a family. So I never really pushed the business. I'm good at what I do. It kind of was more word of mouth. But at that stage, the last 11 years, I've got 2 children, an 8-year-old and a 4-year-old, sorry. At that stage, I didn't need to be or wanting to push the business in terms of getting the diary full. I didn't consider about kind of breaking the mold and evolving like I did in lockdown because I just didn't have the mind space to do that because I was too busy wanting to produce and raise a family. And I also had the comfort blanket of my husband at the time. So, you know, for me to kind of evolve and push and you know, and work on other things, it was really not my priority. So I didn't do it. Now, if we rewind back about 3.5 years, obviously got a good permanent makeup business, getting decent money, enjoying my job, but hated my life. I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with my relationship, my husband. Work to me was a way to get away. It was a way to actually focus on what I really wanted. So yeah, I wasn't happy, and I didn't realize at the time why I wasn't happy. So I actually went through a good year of counselling, which, if anybody's watching this that's known me a long time, and you know how confident and outgoing I am as a person, which I am and I always have been, but I'm also very very independent. And for me to actually get to a stage in my life where I'm like, oh shit, I need to actually ask for help, was a big deal for me. But I decided I'm not going to throw away a 20-year relationship and a 10-year marriage just on what could have been just a midlife crisis. So I reached out for help. And I had some counselling. So I knew my marriage was breaking down, and I knew that I wasn't happy, and the counselling was just almost to tick that box. I felt like I needed that box ticking. So, I knew a couple of years ago, 2.5 years ago, that my marriage was breaking down, and also my fulfillment in what I was doing was not there as much. So, the permanent makeup and the skin aesthetic side, I love it, and I still do, but I was getting I was not bored, but I was feeling that I was worth more. So I enjoyed what I was doing, but I was almost kind of resenting what I was doing, because I felt that I was worth more as a person. And can anybody relate to that, who's watching, who's in the industry? You love what you do and the passion's there, but it gets to a stage where the money that you're getting, the clients that you're getting in, seem to not question your passion, but it seems to get to a stage where you're like, I love what I do, I absolutely adore what I do, but I'm not getting paid my worth for what I do. So you almost get to that stage of almost resenting that, and you think, obviously, to love what you do is fundamental, and I would always take a lower wage to love what I do. But there's that line where you still need to be financially fulfilled in it as well. So I decided to start thinking on ways that I could try and break the mold a little bit, and I wanted to see how I could level up in the industry. I wanted to see how I could offer my clients more, and in this industry you kind of become a little bit of a coach and a little bit of a mentor. And I found as well, a lot of people that were new to the permanent makeup industry was reaching out, asking me how to do certain things, and I thought, what, this going down the route of kind of business coaching and life coaching was kind of like a way that I thought would help what I do, help me as well personally. So I decided to kind of explore that, and the timing couldn't be more perfect. Now, I am so thankful for COVID, and I know that sounds crazy, but it's only when you get to a stage where, so when we go back, I then decided to leave my husband, and it was in March when COVID was about to hit. So we're looking at 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I was already starting to explore other things that I can do with my business. But I decided that I wanted to leave him in March. It was in the first lockdown. So in that first lockdown, if we remember them years ago, we all expected life to get back to normal in August. We expected a 3-month lockdown, not even that. I expected a 4-week lockdown and back on it. So at that time, my marriage had broken down. I was filing for divorce. And then I moved out into my own rental. So I had the comfort blanket of my husband's good regular wage and a mortgage to go to a rental in a lockdown when I couldn't touch clients to earn money. And even though I thought it was going to get back to normal in August and I was then going to get the clients to the door again, it never did. So I then was in a position where I had no money because I couldn't do clients, a rental, children, and no light of when these lockdowns were going to lift. And I think because of that, it panicked me. but in a good way. Now, I didn't panic and think, right, I need to grab whatever money I can and end up like taking on another job and becoming a delivery driver, whatever. It made me think, right, fuck, I need to now sort out exactly what I'm going to do. I need to get my goals bulletproofed. I need to know exactly what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, and when I'm going to do it by, because now I have now got my main source of income. And even though the government did help me, I did get help from the government, which obviously helped me through the lockdown. I then got to a stage where I'm like, right, okay, if I do not make a plan, if I do not make a make my goals bulletproof, make my goals bulletproof, and produce a detailed plan of exactly what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it, when I'm going to achieve it by, I'm going to be shit creek. Is that what you call it? Shit creek? Is that what you call it? So I was like, right, yes, okay, I've got to do this. So that's what I did. I kind of eliminated everybody and everything, okay? So I was very focused on me. I became very selfish, which is good to be selfish. I became very selfish. I'm like, what do I want? What are my main values in life? Why am I doing this? And my why was my children and my long-term goals of having more financial freedom, working less hours, not working evenings, not working weekends, having more time to spend with my family. That was my why. I wanted to be a badass entrepreneur. I wanted to become that go-to person for the treatments I offer, but also for the mentoring and the support and the coaching that I give. I wanted to be recognizable for that. I had really big, strong whys. And I thought, right, okay, so let's get this goal, which is based around my whys, let's get this bulletproofed. And how the hell am I going to do this? So I did. I bulletproofed my goals. I wrote a detailed plan, and I'm not normally a natural planner, but I found a way to do it. And one of the first things I was working on was to develop my coaching business, my online coaching business. I then started doing regular podcasts. My podcast channel has been running for 18 months now. So if you like, obviously, what I say and my content, everything else, then make sure you check out my podcast. And I then started working on manufacturing my own makeup line. And all of this seemed so bizarre for me because I'm not a manufacturer, I'm not a developer, I'm not a marketer, I'm not school smart, none of that I've got. And a lot of people might look at what I've got and think, oh my goodness, you're so, you must be so clever by producing all, the makeup line and the coaching program and the advice you give. And if you don't know it, you learn it on the way. Okay, so I did that a lot over the 3 years when I started to kind of get into the coaching field. But if your goals are bulletproofed enough and your why is big enough, you will find a way to achieve that. And what will happen is all these little obstacles that you get across the way, they're just obstacles, they're not problems. You might say, oh, well, I'm not tech savvy enough, or I'm not smart enough, or I'm not confident enough. They're not problems, they're just challenges, and a way of kind of reframing yourself, thinking, right, okay, that's a challenge for me now. I'm not smart enough. So now I need to challenge that. I need to challenge on how I can become what I think is smart enough. So challenging all them limiting beliefs along the way and just thinking, what is the worst that can happen? Break out your comfort zone. And I did all that, and I've managed in lockdown, despite not being able to touch a client for 9 months, financially I had a better year than what I did when I was touching clients. I created online subscription models, I created online treatments, I developed a retail line. All of that was paying for my rent, paying for my lifestyle, paying my bills, while I then could focus on manufacturing a makeup line, developing a coaching program. And I understand if we want to break free and do something different and level up in our business, we still need that comfort blanket. And I want to kind of let you know that you can have both. And a lot of people say they don't have time. I'm a single mother, looking after my house, looking after my children, doing permanent makeup, doing my skin aesthetics. I have an online coaching program, and I do all my fulfillment for my makeup line. You have the time. Yeah, everybody can make time. You can make time if it's truly important to you. You know, there's many days I wake up at 4:30 in the morning because I know I need to crack on and get some social media content done. I got up at 5 this morning because I wanted to go to the gym because I knew I wouldn't get time to do it with my busy clinic day. Yeah, so I wanted to kind of share with you a little bit about me, not to make you feel inspired mainly, you know, because sometimes I do kind of forget how far I have come and what I've managed to achieve despite in the 2 years, let's say, divorcing, obviously separating, divorcing, moving clinic, moving house and lockdowns, and to have developed 2 extra businesses, earn more money than what I did pre-lockdown, and still be a good mother. And I've got a boyfriend now, so also, you know, a good partner. Still having time to have a social life, to do things that I enjoy, and also just be so much happier because I'm now focusing on what truly makes me happy. And how I did this was just getting a clear, focused plan, structure, bulletproofing it, and day by day chipping away at those tasks. And that's it. You know, write down a list of what you need to do, break that list down into little achievable tasks, then each day do them, or each week do them, you know, and every single little hurdle you get along the way is just a chance for you to grow. Okay? And only good shit happens when you break out your comfort zone. If you stay in your comfort zone, I could have stayed in my comfort zone. I would have been unfulfilled. I would have been unhappy. I would have been okay. But I'm so fucking happy now because each week, each month, when I found a challenge, when I found a hurdle, when I found what we call problems, I hate the word problems. I will never use that when I come across something that is slowing me down or stopping me. I won't say, oh, I can't do that because the problem is this. No, it's not a problem. It's a challenge. It is a challenge. And if I turn that word problem into challenge, then I can then break free and move past that. So that is this is the live I wanted to share with you today. I wanted to kind of get you to know a little bit about me, a little bit about what I've overcome in these 3 years, and why I can coach people so well, you know, because I truly believe that when you get to the stage where, you know, I'm not saying, you know, I lost a lot. There's people out there far worse than me in lockdown. And, you know, during lockdown, they have lost so much more than I have. But when you get to a stage where there's so many hurdles and life challenges and things that come your way, you know, I know there's somebody that's watching now that's had so many, you know, losses, you know, and you are coming out of this amazingly because you are seeing these as, yes, they've happened. I need to accept they've happened, but what can I do to find that self-love and to kind of challenge and push myself through this? So that is how you need to be treating all these hurdles that you've got, and not feel sorry for yourself. You know, there are worse people off than us. There is. Everybody gets to a stage in life where they've got more challenges, more problems, more things that happen to them. But it's your job to see, not dwell on that, and look at how you can become a better person because of that, and to move forward. So, you know, this live was a little bit of a heart-to-heart, but I did want to share it because I thought I've got a lot of newbies out there following me, and I wanted to make sure that you knew who I was, why I do what I do, and basically how I can help you as well. And also, if you know, I know I do say that I focus more on, you know, coaching people in the personal care industry, but there's people in this group that are not part of the personal care industry and they still find great value. So if you think that you know somebody who would benefit from the lives that I'm going to be offering, a video like this that I've shared today, then please invite them to the group, or drop me a message with their name and I can invite them to the group. That is fine. But yeah, and that is it for today, guys. So have a gorgeous day, guys, and keep in touch, and I'll see you all soon. Bye for now. Mwah.